So, if you've seen the last video where I said I was done with the certain content I had on my channel, the videos talking about Christian themes in video games, that last video I made where I said I'm done with that type of content, I'm gonna go in depth because I have something written down on X about what's been going on inside my head, what's been happening, and I kind of want to read it out, and if I have more to say, then I'll just say it then. Okay. I'm feeling depressed, and I know what you're thinking. It's not because of the internet. Okay, so most of you will not understand this. I typed that out because 90% of my the people I knew on Twitter aren't Christians, but I know most of you on you who are watching this video are Christians, so you'll know, or probably some of you will understand this. Some of you probably won't. There'll probably still be people who won't get it, but whatever, because you're not a Christian. But for those who are, I'm sure you know how this feels. And I guess some people, at least the people I know on X, I guess some would do. But, so, picture this. You set a goal for yourself. Go 1 week without sin. And the weekend goes by. It's a breeze. You think you're all set for the week. So many, I guess, people think they're I don't know. I guess there's a part of your brain to where you think that you're getting into a much better habit, and then all of a sudden things just get hard, and it's just you just slip back into old habits, I guess. It's hard to say, but you think you're gonna pray, you're gonna read your Bible, maybe fast a day or two. You go into the week. The first day isn't exactly a slam dunk. It's not successful at all. Because the first day comes, then it starts to happen to you. It starts to happen. You feel that pull towards temptation. Not today, you say, as you go on to do other things. You decide to listen to some Christian music for a while you're working on something, and again it pops up. Again, you go to do something else, and bam, a video pops up in your YouTube feed. You know this YouTuber, they don't necessarily normally post content like that. So you're a bit confused, but you click on it anyway, hoping it's just a red herring. I mean, normally it is. It turns out it's exactly what it's advertised. Completely, it's complete degeneracy. And it's exactly the kind that it's exactly the kind of the kind you've found you can't resist. It return it returns again. You feel the one that has ruined your day. It ruins your entire run. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm paraphrasing, but that's exactly what this is basically saying here. It ruins your entire run, but you turn the video off and try to go to bed. But you can't sleep because your temptation has grown so strong. You pray because that's what you've been told to do. Plus, it worked once. And guess what? It's getting worse. Now you find yourself doing the very thing you said you wouldn't do. That's it. Game over. You pray one more time before bed and asking for forgiveness. But okay, I just lost where I was. But though God may have forgiven you, you don't forgive yourself. Sadly, you were born a perfectionist, so you start telling yourself, maybe this is the final straw. Maybe this time God is done with you. That thought seems unthinkable, but feels too close to home to ignore. The second day goes well, you think you can rebound. Unfortunately, it seems like life has other plans. Because now, not only do you have to deal with the same temptations, but also you're now wondering if God has already left you and moved on. Has he given you over to your undesirable passions like his word says? It happens again, and even though you believe wholeheartedly that God does forgive you, you still fall into a worse depression. You're at rock bottom, and the only thing keeping you from breaking is, ironically, the one thing you think has already left. Is ironically the one you're thinking has already left you. I don't want to let go. Because if I leave Christianity, then there's nothing left of me. Nothing without God. We're all nothing without God. Whether you realize it or not. But when you're at rock bottom, How could you not be pessimistic about that? The question becomes, how long can you really hold on? Okay, so I paraphrase that somewhat, but basically, that's what has been going on, and it's been, it's like, it's like, it's like, it's like, how, like, and it's like, how do you get past this, really? How do you get past this constant cycle? And, like, I've seen videos of, like, people trying to help, but it's, every time it's, like, advice that, like, you've tried and it doesn't work very well. And it's like, it's like, how do you, it's like, yeah, you believe wholeheartedly that God forgives you, but it's like, how do you know? How do you know for certain whether he does or not? Or is it that he's just finally done with you? Is it that after all these times he's finally done with you? And it's like, it's like the one thing keeping you together, but he's also the one. He's also the one you think has already left you. So how do you reconcile that? Honestly, now, more than ever, I understand how Paul felt when he wrote, like, I don't do the things I don't do the good things I want to do, and I end up doing and I do the bad things I don't want to do. Like, now I finally get what his emotions must have been like at that moment, because it's like I don't want to let go. I don't want to stop being a Christian, because it's all I have. And I don't know what I'd do if I wasn't. And so much of my life is centered around that. And it's sad because, like, now it's like, okay, do you even care at all anymore? Because it's like, yeah, you say you do. It feels like you do, but it's like, do you really? Because it's like, if you do, then you wouldn't keep doing it. I just... And I knew this, being a Christian is not easy. Like, I knew it, and it's still not. It's never easy. Like, don't ever go into anything ever thinking it's easy. And obviously, the best things in life are never easy to obtain, but I don't know. I think I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to like reassess how I've been handling things and whether or not like reassess if I'm doing like what I'm doing wrong, because like I and to make one thing clear, I'm not leaving Christianity, because like what else am I supposed to do afterward? Like where do I go? I can't leave, because without it I'm like it's nothing. I'm nothing. I'm just a guy. I'm not God. I'm not perfect. And I'm not gonna pretend to be. I don't know, like, maybe in the back of my head I just thought, like, hey, maybe I could try, like, I know I'm not perfect, but, like, maybe I could try. I can't. I can't even do that much. So, what am I? A failure? Someone who just keeps hoping for something that'll never happen? Do I cling on? Or do I just fall? Cling on as tight as I can. But how long can I? I'm not perfect. And also, it just causes me... It the one thing that I say is freeing about, like, that is freeing about stopping making this type of the type of content I do on this channel is because, like, it frees me from, like, having to, like, just, it frees me from a very bad mentality that I had, that, like, I have to, like, I see the Christian message in absolutely everything, but, like, you don't. Like, you can just enjoy something and have that just be that. You don't have to justify it or anything. You don't have to justify it to anybody. But, like, I had this mentality that you had to, because, like obviously, like, if you didn't, you were just like, it's like, no, and anyone who demands that is wrong. How? What do I do from here on out? Like, where is this channel gonna go? How long can I hold on? And when will I ever find happiness? Or even joy again? I used to have joy a long time ago. But problem after problem after problem after struggle after struggle after struggle, fall after fall after fall, it's just slowly been eating away at that. And, they say, and, as a Christian, you're supposed to have this everlasting joy, but, like, if that's true, then there you go. There's even more proof that proof that doesn't that just prove that God's finally done with me? He's sick of hearing me apologize for stuff. Because that's all I could think right now. That's all I could think. I don't know where to go from here. I'm not even gonna have gameplay in the background, as you can see. I just have a regular black background because that's just how serious and down to earth I want this talk to be. I don't want it to be just. I'll get back to the video game stuff, but I'm not gonna tie it with my faith. And honestly, I don't want anybody asking me about my faith on this channel again, because I'm done with that type of content, and I don't know if God's even still there for me. I hope he is. I wish he is. I wholeheartedly believe he is, but whether that belief is true or false, I don't know. And maybe, like, there's just so much that I could talk about. I could talk about how the church has basically failed at its one and what should be its one and only its one and only mission to spread the gospel. And it just feels like the church has failed that because they haven't helped me. And I'm sure they haven't helped a lot of youth at all. I'm gonna sign off. Bye. And maybe next video I'll be a bit more cheerful. Maybe.